Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the 105 leFH18B2, the French TF5 Premium SPG that we know as a Fifi La Pew Pew. You might know it's a Leffy, a leaf blower, or even a leHEFA. This one is located on the north spawn of Serene Coast, and it's under the command of Andromeda of No Retreat, No Surrender. Game on. I have to say straight off that Andromeda was very kind to send me a t-shirt from No Retreat, No Surrender. Apparently they are a NATO clan because he's got NATO emblem on the rear of the t-shirt. So I sent him one of mine as well, so he's got both now. Okay, just missed the AMX FL11, 13 FL11. It's the one with the odd turret, the premium version. Oh, now somebody just hit him, but it didn't pen. And that was actually Andromeda. Okay, tries the other one. Yes, does get some damage on him. That was a near miss. Now, these shells are 105mm. They're capable of doing 410 alpha, 53mm pen, which is decent, and a 1.91 meter burst radius. The standard reload is 8.92 seconds. And we can see that that Andromeda's got a reload time of 7.85, which is faster. Okay, that Thunderbolt is blocking the shots, but if we can get one onto him, it might actually slow him down a little. Won't give him any stun, but it will certainly make him rethink his life choices. Well, well, we hit him after he'd actually been taken out by the VK. Okay, over here we've got an M10, and M10s do not work well with the 105mm shells because they tend to go straight through them. Yeah, we tend to get penetrations on M10s, and he's dialing in as close as he can, and it's just hitting the other side of the rock at the moment, which is unfortunate. Tries again. No, didn't get that one. The Cheetah's a little more difficult. The rock's higher. This Tiger P, where he's hiding just around the corner, and the T-34's just gone, so we can't hit those guys. There's nothing out in the peninsula that we can hit really at the moment because the IS-2 shielded. It's actually hiding around that rock. This T1 Heavy, though, can certainly take a lot of damage. He's dialed in, rounds out. Oh, unfortunately, we lost the Cromwell. Never mind, we'll give another shot on that T1. Rounds out. This should hit. Oh, it misses. Am I jinxing him? I hope not. Well, he's gone into the bush. And now he gets a hit. That's it. Okay, forcing the guy to back off. He doesn't want to get hit by an Arty. Rounds out. Yeah. It's about a 2-second delay between the shots being fired. He's using those bushes and knocked down a tree for cover, but he pulled back while he was doing that. So he's using the bush mechanic, using those trees. He's still taking fire though, and he goes down to the VK again. So that's twice the VK that's going to kill. There's the enemy Arty suddenly in sight. Yes, we can hit him. We've got enough range. Long shot. Oh, one-shot kill. He landed it in the cockpit. 340 hit points, just like that. Next shot hit the other Fifi just across the railway tracks, and he's gone down. We're going for the Scorpion now. It's a tier 7 game with tier 5 tanks in it, so yeah, the tier 7 American Scorpion with a 90mm gun. He fires in. Oh, close. Very close. Scorpion doesn't know what to do. He's got very little armor, you see. Makes him very vulnerable to an HE round from an Arty. If we can get this one dialed in, fires one in. Close. Oh, there he is. He's actually moved now. He's going after the ELC. Rounds out in the Jagdpanther. He's out the game. That's 3 kills now. Going after the Scorpion. He's reversing his course, trying to get the ELC. No, you'll need a bit of lead because that thing is actually quite fast. Scorpions, those little ones, they're actually quite quick. And we've lost sight of him because we haven't got anyone in the neighborhood. There's the Scorpion again. We do have somebody close now. We are capping, and he is the last enemy alive. All the others have been wiped out. We've got, well, we did have 2 in the cap. We've only got, we've got nobody in the cap now. So we're just firing blind for the moment, but I'd let it dial in to try and get an accurate shot just before he gets hit. The ELC's probably going to spot him first. He's just going up on top. There he is. He's found him. Notice how he moved rather quickly, though, because he does have a turn of speed. Set it up. There you go. Rounds out. Looks good. Looks very good. Yes, it's a kill shot. I thought that one was going to hit. Well, I got so excited in that one, I banged the desk. You probably heard that as I thumped it. Well, I was so pleased that he got it because that thing just didn't want to move. And I think he was trying to dial in the aim on one of our guys. And Andromeda caught him just at the right moment when he decided to sit there. Andromeda fired at the spot where he thought he would be. And he actually pulled back into that spot, sat there to dial in. And Andromeda's shell came in and wiped him out. Very nice. So that was a third-class tanker for Andromeda of no retreat, no surrender in the FIFI. He managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 4 exactly, as well as a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 9 in this one. His win rate was high, 3,137, but it did help that it was a tier 7 game because, of course, when you're hitting higher tier opponents, you're actually getting more XP from them. 10% for every tier above the target, above your own tier. So he was getting 20% extra when he hit that Scorpion because he was tier 7. Let's have a look at team score. He didn't get the highest damage in the game. That went to the G2 on our team, who picked up a high caliber and a steel wall for 2,860 hit points. Second highest damage was that Scorpion. Yeah, he was a good player. 1,543 hit points went to him. And in third place was the T-3485M on our team with 1,411. Just behind him is Andromeda with 1,244 hit points in fourth place. When it came to kills, though, he was in top spot because he got 4 kills. 3 kills went to the G2, the Rudy, it was the Polish Rudy, and also the Jagdpanther on the enemy team. And 2 kills went to the T-3485M, the VK3601H, and also the Cromwell B on the enemy team. So, top spot on 1 column. Unfortunately, he only got 4th place on the other column, on the last one. The G2 managed 1,181. He was the only one to get over 1,000 base. 787 went to the T-3485M on our team. 760 went to the Polish Rudy. And 739 went to Andromeda out of that one. So, detail. 28 shots fired. So, he broke through half of his ammo. 7 direct hits on the enemy. 3 penetrating shots. One of those must have been the enemy Fifi. The other one, I think, must be the Scorpion. Yes, it was the Scorpion. How about the enemy Fifi? Well, not that one, but this one, yes, because that was a wipeout. That shell must have landed in the cockpit and gone straight through it, or on the engine deck and went straight through it. But it certainly was a complete wipeout and took that guy out the game. Of the other ones, well, he actually penetrated the AMX-13, FL-11. Those things seem to be rather thin on top in terms of armor. So, yes, those are also nice, what we would call crunchy tank, or a crunchy tank, because, of course, you can literally pen it and bite into it. Certainly very nice, that. But, yes, 3 penetrating shots, 7 splashes, 1,244 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 4, did 132 hit points of damage assistance. He earned 29,809 credits on a premium count and 4,879 experience points out of that as well, because he got a mission completion in there as well. One thing he did do during the battle, which I thought was good, was that instead of sitting in the bushes at the back of the map, he actually moved forward at the start of the map and got to a position where he got a clear field of fire on the enemy. As his team pushes forwards, he was actually getting shots on enemy tanks, which he might have had to move to get within range if he'd been sitting at the back. So that was a smart move, and I might try doing that myself on certain maps just to see if I can get closer to the enemy to get decent shots on them. The best thing about it was that he was able to quickly aim in on the enemy Arty. The enemy 105 were over right at the back of the map. They were sitting at the back. they probably would have been able to hit him if they knew where he was, but they couldn't know where he was because he wasn't in the usual spots. So he couldn't be counter-batteried, but he could definitely get a shot on them. And his first shot on the enemy Arty was a wipeout. So it took out the guy with 1 round. So yes, definitely worth copying that. That's good news. That actually does help in terms of getting decent shots. Because the one thing about the Fifi you may not know, unless you play it on a regular basis, is that this Arty cannot fire over the entire range of the battlefield. In fact, the howitzer had a range of 10,675 meters in reality. That was the range for the 105mm. But the problem is that in the game, they've made it slightly less range than the entire map. So if you want to get a shot anywhere on the map, you have to move closer to the center or do exactly what Andromeda did and just move far enough forward that you can hit just about everything, but you can run away if you need to, because of course you can just then get behind cover. So I hope you enjoyed that replay. A nice little win for Andromeda of No Retreat, No Surrender. If you did enjoy it, please give it a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And of course, if you do want to get one of those t-shirts from Andromeda, I'm sure he'd be able to quote you a price and you could actually get one. It's quite nice getting t-shirts of other clans and having them available so you can wear them on a regular basis. Obviously, you don't even have to be a member of a clan to actually have one of their t-shirts. I have plenty of clan t-shirts in my home, but I'm not a member of, but well, at least not anymore. Because now, of course, I'm in Olymp. I don't have an Olymp t-shirt yet. And I might have a word with the Olymp chief and Oxidor and say, why don't we actually submit the design to one of the t-shirt printers who can then actually manufacture the t-shirts on demand. I made the mistake of actually trying to make them as cheap as possible by ordering them in advance. But it actually works out better for the clan if the clan actually gets a contribution from the t-shirt designer for people sending their orders to them, and then they can supply them whenever somebody puts an order in. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and thanks for watching.